Hey guys, just make a poop joke. Was that good? Was that a good?
Really
Is that gonna get us the views?
What the hell? What?
Oh, I like this one. I like the music. I really like Subspace Emissary soundtrack. I think I might listen to it all night tonight while I sleep.
I love moments. I already said that, but like I do love moments like that.
PK Crash.
All right, that wasn't so hard.
Now he's like spinning.
Oh man, I really want to see an enemy get
probably
crushed.
Probably should have hit him. There we go.
Nope, it's down. It's never coming back up.
There we go.
I always love this sound, and I like the layout. It complements the layout. Looks like some out of fucking Indiana Jones.
It's cool. I really want to play Tomb Raider.
Indiana Jones for Smash.
The predecessor to Uncharted.
Which is, you know, like Indiana Jones.
Which, I mean, they're still kind of both going on. But...
Like, did anyone from the Tomb Raider team work on Uncharted?
Ooh, that's cool.
Just curious.
Oh,
wow, that looked...
wrecked.
Oh, are there spikes down there?
Yeah, do it again.
Ow. It's getting really warm in here.
Is it? I don't think so.
It is. I'm still in my button up from church, though, so I mean, maybe that has something to do with it.
Might. Oh!
Don't get graphically squashed.
Yeah. Oh, I hate these things. I hate flues.
Flo, the progressive ghost. I guess.
No, I mean, like, one or two of them, it's alright. Yeah, that's basically the move for it. Up, C. Be careful when you hit these, because...
Why don't you get me onto that platform?
Because the platform will disappear if you just hit them randomly. If we're not prepared to get in the door, then we're fucked.
If this was post-game, we could unlock Wolf in this level. What the hell was he doing in the... who asked for him?
I like Wolf.
Wolf is... I have no hurt feelings over Wolf not being in Smash 4.
I don't either. I think the roster's fucking perfect without the DLC.
You're gonna outrun the screen. Squirtle was like clinging to that thing like, oh god.
Oh Jesus.
That was almost me. Speaking of which, I'm like, what's it gonna feel like to play as the Ice Climbers, you think?
Down C. Let's do Down C. What is it?
That's Switch. But we don't have another Pokemon to switch with us. Where's Ash right now? I know it's not.
Nowhere. He's probably behind the screen, actually. Ow!
I know he's at best he's red, but he's probably not even red. He's probably just Pokemon trainer.
That is what he's called. Oh no, get away from me.
He's someone else who wouldn't be in Smash 4.
Honestly, I wish he was.
Even just like...
I thought Pokemon Trainer was a perfect mix.
He's interesting. I kind of like how he's in the background. That's kind of neat. Like maybe if just like every Pokemon in Smash should have a trainer accompany them. That might be kind of interesting.
Nah, I don't think that. I think Pokemon Trainer was really cool because it had a good mix, a good balance. You could switch between them.
Hey, we caught an Ivysaur with 0 effort. Those don't even show up in the wild. What the fuck?
I love Ivysaur in this game. I love the bullets.
He's one of the better designed Pokemon, I'll give him that.
There we go. Look at this! God damn it.
Ow.
Oh,
and he's dead.
And we got fucking wrecked.
Over to Lucas.
Ooh, I forget he always does a third strike. There we go.
Imagine if this did start to turn into Indiana Jones. And then we'd have to deal with the fact that all Nintendo religions are real.
What? What are you talking about?
In Indiana Jones, all religions are real.
Even Scientology?
Oh my lord, that would be a great... That is an awesome basis for a new one. Steven Spielberg. Okay. Steven Spielberg. New Indiana Jones centered on Scientology.
Fucking write that shit right now. Oh, Scientology's just fucked up, dude. And you can believe whatever the fuck you want, but stay the hell away from me, you Scientologist. Not really. Honestly, if you're a decent person, I don't care. Just don't make...
Well, I mean, like, there have been some stuff... There's been some stuff released, especially recently, from, like, former Scientologists.
No, it's fucked up. It's fucking crazy.
But, like, they talk about how, like, it didn't used to be this way. It used to be, like, this kind of self-help thing, almost. And now
it was never really... I mean... Okay.
I taught you about this weeks ago.
No,
Dude,
I watched a 4-hour documentary the other night.
Yeah, but you claim to know nothing about it.
I know.
Before that,
I just watched a 4-hour documentary like 3 nights ago.
All right, cool. Maybe we can compare what South Park got right.
Okay, so there's this guy.
Xenu?
Who wrote...
Okay, no, L. Ron Hubbard.
Who wrote Dianetics. Okay?
Yeah.
Before that, he was a science fiction author, okay?
And he said if you really want to make money, you make a religion.
He did say that. Oh shit. Okay. This one first.
Can they both not...
There we go. This one? And don't press fucking B?
I thought you were trying to up B.
No.
So anyway, tell me more about Scientology.
He wrote a book about called Dianetics, and I mean it's a whole book, and to summarize a book would do it injustice, you know, even if it's a fucking crazy book. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But summarizes it down to it. Oh wait, I know what we're supposed to do.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. There we go.
Okay, so
oh, shit,
Dianetics.
Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, I have to concentrate.
Die. Or don't.
Okay. Fuck! I'm just trying to go through the door. The gist of it was like, if you can audit your memories of you and your past lives, then you can, like, undo damage to yourself.
Uh-huh.
Like, let's say you broke your arm.
Okay.
Well, okay, let's say you have post-traumatic stress disorder, okay?
Okay.
You use this device...
A feet and meter?
A feet and meter, which is 1/3 of a polygraph, if you really want to break it down. That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. That's not saying it's bad that it's 1/3 of a polygraph. That's just what it is.
Uh-huh.
And you do these certain audits, is what they're called, and you reverse the effects of post-traumatic stress disorder. Cool, right?
You know, yeah, if you like snake oil.
Yeah, kind of. It was very snake oily, but it was kind of like a.
Oh man, I was really hoping that was going to take him with us.
It was really kind of a fad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People got into it, but here's the thing: it didn't just stop at that. Like, let's say you got in a car accident, you got a fucking concussion, or you broke your arm.
Uh-huh.
You could audit it out. Let's say your past life 300 years ago got stabbed. You can audit that out. Yeah. That was Dianetics, though. That was just a book he wrote.
Uh-huh.
Psychologists called it psychological folklore, is what they kind of called what he said.
Okay. And
I'm really summarizing it for you. You really watch the HBO documentary if you really want to learn about this stuff.
Again, I know so.
Granted, the HBO documentary is meant to expose everything that's wrong with it.
Right.
Okay? If you want an unbiased opinion, don't go there, because it's not going to give it to you. I'm sorry.
Damn it, only 1% that time. Go on.
Next. But this guy turned it into a whole religion. And he was kind of fucked up. He was a domestic abuser.
Right.
he had depression issues. He had all sorts of psychological issues. For him to start a religion and become a leader, questionable.
Where is Mart's sword?
It's be Ike.
Okay.
It's sheathed.
Okay.
Why did you? Okay, Meta Knight's 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so he started it, and it kind of became a commune. Okay.
Right.
And commune-based religion is not a problem. Amish people do it. Don't Mormons do it to a certain extent sometimes?
To a certain extent. I mean, I have to take that up with my Mormon roommate from grad school.
I mean, there are monasteries. Would you pick B?
La! La! Oh, come on. Let's leave it alone. It's helpless.
Yeah, that's real helpless.
You know, maybe it's just trying to defend itself.
Okay, anyway.
From this sword-wielding asshole.
Okay, anyway. So, Scientology was made. They founded Scientology, right?
Mm-hmm.
They founded the Sea Org, which is the Sea Organization.
Yes.
Which was like their navy, I guess? I really didn't get the Sea Org. I believe their mission was missionary work, okay? The equivalent of missionary work. But it was a navy. It was organized, like, with ranks, navy, okay? Oh, further to this thing, the guy who made Dianetics and Scientology, he was a naval commander, I believe?
Huh.
And he claimed that he was shot, he broke his back, he got all sorts of injuries, and guess what? He audited them out. That's what he said. Where the real record said, like, he had minor arthritis was the only thing he had, or something like that. So he's a fucking liar, too.
Perfect.
But he could still make, maybe he was enlightened. Maybe, you know, he saw the way, okay? I'm willing to be open-minded. So, they made a Sea Org thing. It was literally like a fucking navy. And they would have you do audits if you were a newcomer to Scientology. They would explain to you, they'd show you a pamphlet, they'd show you what they're all about, and first thing the pamphlet would actually say is, if this doesn't work for you, awesome. If it does, awesome. We don't care.
Okay.
So, it started off very open-minded towards, you know, towards the religion. If you were to start it, it would look pretty cool. It would look pretty lax, lenient, casual, if you will.
Okay.
Basically what they try to do is they try to get you into an audit, much like a Christian would try to get you into a church, right? Makes sense. Because once you audit yourself, you feel a whole lot better, right?
Nice work using that guy.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, so just like trying to get someone in a church.
Ivan Etniash.
What?
Ivan Etniash. He's joined the Navy backwards.
Would you?
I don't like hitting him. He's adorable.
You're not doing any serious hits until
he looks like the Blob from A Boy and His Blob.
There we go, Jesus.
Okay, so
he's gonna kill us.
Sorry,
so
Ivan Etniash.
They're trying to clear your body. Okay, I'm trying to make it clear. The more clear it is, the less impurities, the less injuries you have, okay? Mental, reincarnated injuries you have, I guess. And it can solve real-world problems, too. Or whatever. So that's what your first audit is. An audit consists of you telling the auditor, who's specially trained to ask certain questions, telling them memories that you have. Painful memories, good memories, bad memories, whatever, right?
Sure.
They're going to ask you to continue and continue. And depending on how you say, there's a rise, there's a flow on the meter, it goes this way or that way. And then the auditor goes, no, there's more to this story, keep talking. Even if you're making shit up, keep talking. Like, no, even if you start telling me a story about how you fought a ghost, you know, in the 1800s, tell it, because it's a story from your past life or some shit. And you're healing yourself. Okay? Now, here's the kicker. Does church cost any money?
It, in theory, should not.
It doesn't. You can donate, right?
Right.
That's charity. They'll donate to a charity. They'll help support the church. Church in turn helps support the community. So in theory, anybody.
I don't want to fight it. Let's just move.
Okay. This isn't fucking Undertale. You don't have to be a pacifist.
I just know that thing might have kicked our asses. So I was like, no, let's keep moving.
Ike, you can kill him in one hit. Oh shit. So an audit, the way I heard it in the documentary, cost money. You paid for the audit, much like you pay
for a nominal fee.
Yeah, something like maybe $50 or something.
As South Park put it, a nominal fee.
The thing is, though, is that they get you to pay for like 3 audits at a time. You know.
And then you're kind of trapped.
They get you, yeah. So you already have the audit, so you might as well go. But then when you go, they pressure you to buy another 3, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll call you, and they'll pressure you that way too. So, needless to say, also C organization people got paid like 7 cents an hour and shit.
Jeez.
Because it's religious volunteer work, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all you, man. All this shit is fucked up, in my opinion. It doesn't matter how legitimate what these people say about their religion. It's just like pedophilia in the Catholic Church.
Damn it.
I don't care how legitimate your religion is. That's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want people to come at me and say, "Oh, you're just hating on Scientology." Whatever. You believe that 1/3 of a polygraph can heal your soul. Awesome. People believe it crazier. Let me tell you. Trust me, Scientology is a little crazier than that too.
They start getting into like their creation myth and stuff. Yeah,
but they don't really tell you that up front.
Well, no. You have to invest thousands of dollars before they'll tell you that part. Do we want to be in here?
No, we don't. I mean, you get to certain levels, like you can also exit your body. There's parts where you exit your body.
You've been promoted to Vice Tungus.
They're kind of like promotions. Nice.
Sorry.
But, like, you get certifications for being clear and stuff. It's all very... I don't know, not for me. But, yeah. It's just, there's a lot of fucked up shit. They made a shit ton of money. And then the IRS went after them for, like, $1.5 billion. And then they finally got the IRS to consider them a religion, and all of their taxes that they were, quote-unquote, evading got lifted. You know, if they are a religion, so they should be tax exempt, but they're making...
No, I'm not even a person who believes that religious officials should be tax exempt.
You don't think so?
No, I'm fine with taxing churches and shit.
I'm not. I mean, I don't know. The way I see it is that a church should be free, and for a church to be free, just like YouTube. YouTube should be free, and for YouTube to be free, there should be ads. You block the ads, YouTube stops becoming free. You stop making your church tax exempt, they are going to start charging you money for membership. That's what's going to happen, you know what I mean?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, how can they keep the lights on otherwise?
That's, I guess that's fair. I don't know, just like... it's the fact that fucking, like, televangelists and shit have given it such a bad name.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely exploited, and that's my thing.
But, you know, I am a person who believes that, yeah, you can exploit anything, and that doesn't mean you stop doing it.
Do I believe that Scientology should be tax exempt because it's a religion? Yes. Do I believe they should be making all the fucking money they do? No, they make tons of fucking money. Just by pressuring people, you know?
Yeah. So...
And they got shit like The Hole, where these people, they go to get more clear than clear. I guess. More clear, more out of transitive body, whatever. Basically, they go to a fucking, like, little prison hotel, and they get psychologically tortured and physically abused.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, it happens. It's a thing.
I think we have to fight this guy, like, again, immediately after this.
I think we do.
He, like, falls into the ground.
Okay, that's my Scientology rant. Sorry, guys. If you're a Scientologist, you know, be who you want to be, man.
Please don't sue us.
No, be who you want to be. You know, that's who you are.
They're known for being very sue-happy.
Hey, that's another fucking problem. Okay? If one person in Scientology says, hey, maybe this is a bad idea, they get what is called discommunicated. They get called a suppressive person, and then they get discommunicated. So, I mean, like their mother, their father, their daughter, their sister, they never talk to the rest of their life. If they're called a suppressive person. So it's weird. I don't know.
So as I was going to get at, like when we were talking about this like 10 or 20 minutes ago, I was just saying, now this is like Nintendo Indiana Jones, and all of the religions of the Nintendo universe are real. So what all does that account for? That accounts for the goddesses of Hyrule. It accounts for Rosalina.
Well, Rosalina's real anyway.
Rosalina's a I
don't think she's a god. I mean,
she is.
Here's the thing. I have seen
Rosalina is definitely a goddess.
Okay, here let me talk real quick.
Okay.
She's not.
Why is that?
She's a very magical being.
She creates.
She can. Who says just because you're God?
And you also got to consider, like in Japan,
We created a sheep. Are we gods?
maybe.
With science, we created a sheep, and we can create a hell of a lot more. We've just decided not to. Does that make us as humans gods? No, it does not. It makes
With
us
some understanding,
scientists.
perhaps.
No, Rosalina is the same species as Mario and Peach, a star child.
I think she
as they're
once
called.
was.
She may have transcended her biology, but that doesn't make her a god.
She remakes the universe at the end of Galaxy.
That
Mario-
doesn't mean she's a god.
I'm pretty sure
Godlike.
creating a universe is like the basic definition of a god in every religion, every understanding, ever!
No, Mercury is a god. He didn't create anything.
Well, he was an asshole.
He's a god.
He was an
Am I
asshole with
right?
winged feet.
He's a god.
He was a god with winged feet.
He's a god. He didn't create anything, though.
Well, anyway.
I'm sorry. Okay, what defines a god? I mean, that is a what defines a
That
deity?
varies wildly by religion.
I believe a deity is someone who's worshipped. I mean, a deity is someone, yes, would have to have godlike powers like
that
Rosalina.
suggests that you need that like human beings like are what defines a god.
Yeah. It's a human concept. I'm sorry, you're talking to a damn near atheist here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, deities are a human concept. Deer don't worship. Bunnies don't worship. They don't go get around a bunny god. We see God in a human image. We see God's children as humans.
Hey man, I have seen Watership Down. That involves like bunny heroes and their mythologies.
Yes, and guess what that's called? That's called personification, when we make an animal act like a human. And what does that entail? Gods. Anyway, back to my
This
thing.
would also mean the gods of the Xeno universes are real, and those gods are fucking pricks.
Anyway, that was all you were gonna say?
I eventually was leading to there.
I'm not attacking anybody, because saying gods and deities and worshiping is a human concept. If you believe in God, then think of it that way, that we're the blessed species.
I just find it a curious idea that if you're under the assumption that there is a god, the idea that like a god is defined by his worshippers, as opposed to worshippers are defined by their god.
Well, let me tell you a story here. All right, a little conjecture on my point. Okay, this isn't original to me. God damn it! Why'd you have to put Link in there?
Because I like Link better than I like Pit.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So there's a garden, right?
I think you've told me this like off the show.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you on the show.
Yeah. Okay.
We're losing our little weight.
Yeah, come back, little weight thingy.
We can hit it when it's
We
not.
still had 0
Okay,
damage.
so there's a garden. There's
Uh-huh.
2 people who attend to the garden, okay?
Uh-huh.
There's two people. One guy, one girl, okay?
Uh-huh.
The guy and the girl have to leave the garden, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They leave the garden for a very long time, okay?
Yes.
Long enough for all the plants in that garden to wither and die without their care, right?
Uh-huh.
When the guy and the girl get back, they notice that the garden is completely alive. In fact, it's thriving, almost
Yes.
more so than what it would have been when they were there. Okay?
Yes.
So the guy says, a gardener must have come by and tended the garden while we were gone.
Uh-huh.
The girl says, I don't think there was. I think it was a coincidence that the garden thrived on its own while we were gone. It rained a lot, wasn't a lot of hardships. I think we were tending the garden for no reason, in fact. And the guy goes, well, there's only one way to prove our theory. So they sit there and they wait for the gardener to show up. Right? If the gardener shows up, then the gardener was tending the garden. If the gardener doesn't, then they don't need to tend the garden anymore.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, because it can take care of itself. They wait, and they wait, and they wait, and they wait. The gardener no longer shows up. Right?
You didn't tell me this story, actually. We watched a video on this.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you're retelling it quite well.
The gardener does not show up. And so... Oh, shit.
Can we reach it, maybe? Now I think we gotta go back down, and then it'll reset.
Maybe? There we go. Perfect. Fucking it all up. Anyway.
I swear if you get us crushed.
That was close.
Good work.
So anyway, they wait and they wait. The gardener does not show up. So the girl goes, alright, I must have been right. There must have been no gardener, and I don't think we need to tend to the garden anymore. The guy goes, wait, hold on. What if the gardener is invisible? What if the gardener can't be seen by us? What if the gardener is not normal human, or the gardener can hide really well, or uses some sort of technology to become invisible?
Okay.
The girl goes, okay, well, let's get a whole bunch of equipment and try and see if we can detect the gardener. Okay? So they get all these instruments, all these electromagnetic wavelengths, radar, all this stuff that they would be able to either hear, detect in any way that there is a gardener there.
Mm-hmm.
An invisible gardener, a gardener that makes no sound, whatever. They'd be able to detect it. They use all these instruments for hours and hours and hours. They do not detect any gardener. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the girl goes, alright, that settles it. There is no gardener. There's no invisible gardener. There's no silent invisible gardener. There is no gardener. And the guy goes, well, what if it is just undetectable by anything we have? What if it is undetectable by any instrument we have? It is an invisible, unseeable, unsmellable, unhearable gardener tending to our garden. And the girl goes, well then what's the difference between that and no gardener? Okay.
What kind of music am I gonna play there? Ah, boy, which of these royalty-free songs would be appropriate here? I'm gonna play the blooper music from Runaways the entire time you're saying that.
The blooper or the what?
It's got kind of a funky jazz beat.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because what you said was really smart and it needs to be undercut.
Fuck you! Again, I don't take credit for that story. I'm not sure. I mean, it's been passed around many, many times.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it to be completely atheist here. I'm really not.
Right.
I am a theist. I know that much. I know I am a theist. I don't know what, you know. I believe that there.
I don't think you need to know.
I believe that there is an omnipotent plane out there. Whether that plane could ever coincide with ours, or whether it's even relevant, it's beyond me at this point. But anyway, nonetheless, I really like that story. Why did I even share it? What were we talking about? Scientology?
It's Scientology and the gods of the Nintendo universe. How the gods in all of the Xeno games are dickheads.
Oh yeah, okay. My original fucking point, okay, is that Mario is a very secular game. If you really look at it, they don't have a lot of religion involved in the game. I mean, there are people you could call a god, like Rosalina. Like, Rosalina could very well constitute as a deity. Someone who caretakes for the universe. Someone who uses her...
And that's exactly what Rosalina does.
Yeah, I would say that would...
She's a deity of human origin.
Worships her. There's no religion around her, whereas, like, there are Triforce symbols as religious symbols everywhere in Zelda.
Well, like, the people of Hyrule have forgotten that Hylia exists. Does that cause her to stop being a goddess? Frankly, she's the most direct influencing goddess in the series. I'm not even convinced the other gods are still around.
Goes back to the gardener. If it's not there, if you can't hear it, smell it, tell it.
But she is!
But if you can't tell it, then what's the point?
Just constantly being reincarnated as Zelda over and over again.
Well, then I would say that's detectable. I would say that's a visible gardener that we've got in that story, not an invisible gardener.
Oh, look at their little Rob waving.
So stupid! Why do they gotta kill themselves? They don't!
Because Nintendo made too many of them. And they had to bury the rest in the Nevada desert.
So stupid.
No, they didn't. That's what happened. That's what they did to E.T.
That is what they did to E.T. Okay! I ranted about religion for a very long time.
We are at 28%, 3 hours in.
I'm gonna call it!
Okay.
If it's your birthday today watching this video, I'm sorry. Okay, never mind.
Do I have anything left to say?
This is brought to you by Squarespace.
This video brought to you by the Church of Scientology. Come in, get happier, lighten the loads on your back and in your wallet.
This is not sponsored by anybody.